Good morning and happy Friday. Thanks for joining us for News 5 Now at 8:05. I'm Shimani Baker. It seems like we are trading the heat or the rain for heat. It is a lot hotter today, so if you're headed out, I know the kids are heading to the bus stop here shortly. Make sure you have what you need, maybe a bottle of water, a handheld fan, whatever you need to get your day going, because it is going to be extremely hot, not only today, but for the rest of the weekend. You probably will see scattered showers just because it is the summer here on the Gulf Coast, and you know how that goes, so make sure you have those umbrellas handy just in case. We are keeping an eye on a number of stories for you this morning, including a ribbon cutting that's happening at 9 o'clock at the Japanese Gardens. We'll tell you about that. Also, downtown Mobile, there will be a lot of changes to traffic lights. We've got a story on that. And there was a really big crash last night on Airport Boulevard. We've got the details on that story as well. So make sure you stick with us for News 5 Now. It starts right now.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Well, if you've joined us before, you know the drill. We'll always start off with our big stories this morning. Number 5, the State Board of Education is now requiring all students in Alabama to learn about the dangers of vaping because of a new law. The Vape Awareness Education and Prevention Program will teach students about the effects of nicotine and vaping. State Superintendent Eric Mackey says students who get caught vaping more than once will have to go through a more rigorous program. He says vaping has become a serious problem in schools and is often hard to detect. Number 4. A new section of 3 Mile Creek Greenway Trail will open this morning. A ribbon-cutting ceremony for the upgrades at the Charleswood Japanese Garden is set for 9 o'clock along with the trail. Improvements have been made to parking and pedestrian access. Number 3. A Belforest family of 4 is dead. Investigators say it was a murder-suicide. Authorities believe 44-year-old Kenny Smith shot and killed his wife, 41-year-old Lyrica and his children, 15-year-old Christian and 11-year-old Kinsley, before turning the gun on himself. The 4 were found in the home on Sable Drive in the Belforest community, which is in Daphne. Neighbors say the Smith family had lived in the area for at least 20 years. Additional counselors were placed at Daphne High School and Daphne East Elementary, where the children went to school. My heart goes out to the family and friends of the Smiths. This was such a tragic situation yesterday, and it's going to be difficult to navigate for family and friends. And as we said, counselors have been placed at the schools, but this is a terrible situation, and I'm praying for everybody involved. So sad. Number 2 this morning, the next time you drive through downtown Mobile, you'll notice some changes. 26 traffic lights are now flashing red as the city begins converting some intersections to 4-way stops. The next 2 months will be a trial period for drivers and pedestrians to adjust and for engineers to study traffic patterns before the traffic signals are completely removed. And number 1 this morning, a high-speed chase in Mobile ended with a crash, sending 2 people to the hospital. The Mobile County Sheriff's Office says 44-year-old Joel Fuller of 8 Mile was wanted for second-degree domestic violence, trespassing, harassment, and stalking. Deputies say they spotted Fuller near William Street and that he fled down Airport Boulevard when they tried to stop him. Deputies lost sight of Fuller's car during the chase, but then discovered he had crashed into another vehicle near Florida Street. Both he and the other driver were transported to a local hospital for serious injuries. And we will, of course, keep our eye on that story and update you all as we learn more. Let's move things over to our question of the day, which is, if you could only watch one TV show for the rest of your life, what would it be? Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Big Bang Theory, okay, or 2.5 Men with Charlie Sheen. Dateline, 48 Hours, 2020. A British sitcom called Last of the Summer Wine. I've never heard of that sitcom before. Someone says, if I have to pick one, it's Little House on the Prairie. I'm currently binge watching Who's the Boss. I forgot how good this show was. SEC football, that counts, right? You can go with that. Somebody else says Young and the Restless, Last Man Standing, The Simpsons, The Andy Griffin Show. This is hard for me. I don't watch a lot of TV, but when I do, I have to say, I am a reality TV fan, and I watch a lot of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And there's about 10 seasons in that, so maybe I could watch that for the rest of the time. I don't know, probably not. Because after a while, you know how reality TV gets. It's like, all right, same storyline, drama, we're done. Somebody else says The First 48 or Dateline, Gunsmoke, Beavis and Butthead. I will say I do like Bar Rescue. That's another one of those shows that I could watch forever and ever and never get bored with. But we want to hear from you. If you could only pick one TV show to watch for the rest of your life, what would it be? Our poll for today is, do you have concerns about drinking alcohol? 20 people say no, 5 people say yes. Someone says, as long as it's in moderation. I also don't advise drinking alcohol if you're on certain medications. Of course, I agree with that. Someone says, I get concerned when I get too close to running out. Okay. No, very simple. I don't drink fire water at all. Sleep like a baby. All right. Again, we would love to hear your responses. All you have to do is head over to our Facebook page. If you haven't already, make sure you are liking and subscribing to the page first, and then chiming in on those questions and polls of the day. And we will share some of your answers right here on News 5 Now at 8:05. Don't forget, we also have News 5 Now at 12:35 and 5:35 every day, Monday through Friday. So if you miss our live broadcast, no worries. You can pick us up here on Facebook. Thank y'all again for joining me this Friday morning. I hope y'all have a great day ahead, an even better weekend, and I will see you back here next week. Bye, y'all.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.